On behalf of Gibler, we'd like to thank the B team for inviting us to speak today. Homophobia and discrimination are all the buzz in the media this week. Gibler has been a hive of activity, and we know you've also been really busy getting this event together in such a... As Tom Lekuski has said, there's A's in these B's. Well, we're proud to be included on the B team. Released this videotape showing Mr. Lekuski's outrageous comments. There were immediate calls for his resignation. No public figure should be allowed to say things like that about any Canadian citizen. If the remarks were not hate speech, then they come awfully close. Then Mr. Lekuski apologized, then apologized again at length in a very heartfelt and humble plea to the Speaker of the House of Commons. And almost immediately after that, there was another tide of public opinion. Give the poor guy a break, people started saying. After all, it was a drinking party, and it was 16 years ago. Who hasn't said things drunk that they didn't later regret? The guy apologized, so what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that this issue is not about Tom Lekuski at all. It's about the fact that Conservative Party members have consistently voted against any bill that has been proposed to protect lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgendered people in Canada. It's about the fact that websites that promote anti-homosexual values have consistently called on citizens to vote Conservative. And it's about the fact that anti-gay church leaders who have denied the legitimacy of churches that accept gay people and then taught their congregations that being a good Christian means voting for the... It's about the fact that...
I'm with you, Robin. United Church!
And it's about the fact that one of these church leaders claimed that homosexuality should be illegal because homosexuals are part of a conspiracy of pedophiles. And he said this while he was an MP for the Canadian Alliance, now called the Conservative Party. And it's about the fact that when this MP, Larry Spencer, lost his job because of those comments, the Conservative Party replaced him with Tom Lekuski.
Lovely.
Wow. That's nice. In short, the big deal for queer Canadians is that Lekuski's comments were not an isolated incident. That is why one apology, or 2, or 10 will not be enough. And it is also why Lekuski's resignation will not be enough either. If the Conservatives are serious about their apology, then they can prove it by investing in public funding, in anti-homophobia programs for our school systems, and in proper mental health care for victims of homophobic and transphobic bullying.
Mr. Lekuski told the House of Commons that he would spend the rest of his life trying to make up for those shameless comments. Well, let him prove it. In the 16 years since he's made those remarks, the Conservative Party has done absolutely nothing to help the victims of homophobia. We call on them, and particularly Mr. Lekuski, to spend the next 16 years volunteering their time and resources to help the wounds that have been inflicted on queer people. We remind Mr. Lekuski that at least 2 American teenagers who were murdered this year because of sexual orientation, and that even in his own riding, it can be deadly for 2 men to hold hands in public. If we have to spend all our time and resources standing up for queer people and helping them heal, then shouldn't our elected government be doing just as much? Queer people have been told that Canadians have a right to free speech, but when speech is used as an excuse to insult and mock people, then it's no longer free. We have been told that free market, when we market